So I was explaining about air. Air is said to be a gaseous envelope that surround us, that is said to be atmosphere. So in atmosphere there is a presence of air. Okay, and this atmosphere is divided into five layers, that is troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. So these layers you might have studied in your primary classes as well. Okay. So coming to troposphere, so it is the lowest region of atmosphere. It is just below the atmosphere, so which contains air. Okay, so we are just learning about troposphere. Why? Because we need to study about air. So this is the region where exactly the air is present, that is atmosphere. Okay, or the sphere, or the layer which consists of air, that is troposphere. Okay, and it extends from 8 to 20 kilometer away from the earth. Okay, so mostly all climatic events like thunderstorm, lightning, all these occurs in this region only. So you can see the region here. Okay, so coming to the composition of gases in air. Okay, so it is a mixture of gases such as nitrogen, so which has a quantity of about 78%, and oxygen it is 21%, carbon dioxide it is 0.03%, and other gaseous particles such as water vapor and suspended dust particles and gases like methane. Okay, so it will be in a minute traces. So you, in the picture you can see the composition of air. So nitrogen 78%, oxygen is 20.9%, so it is approx 21%. Okay, and other gases might be 0.17%, and argon and other such gases like methane, all these are present in a minute traces, that is 0.90 we can say, and carbon dioxide it is 0.03%. Okay, this is the composition of air. So what is the importance of atmosphere? So why we need atmosphere? Because it helps in climate control, it controls the climate conditions, and atmosphere helps in keeping the temperature steady at night and during the day also. Okay, so atmosphere is meant to control the temperature during night as well as day, and it causes wind to blow, that is land breeze and sea breeze. So this is very easy topics that you have already covered in your primary classes about land breeze and sea breeze. Again we are going to discuss, and also it causes rain. Okay, so this is the importance of atmosphere. Coming to land breeze, so during the daytime land gets heated faster than water, and the air closer to the land gets heated and rises up. This creates the low pressure in the area, but in case of sea, it doesn't get heat up so readily. So land breeze, I'll explain once again. So during daytime, what happens is, uh, during daytime what happens? So the land gets heated much faster compared to water. Okay, so then what happens is the air closer to the land, so the air which is present very close to the land, that gets very much heated and it will rise up. What happens when this heat is getting raised up in the land? So this creates the low pressure in that particular area. So but in case of sea, it doesn't heats up so readily because land gets heated more faster than the sea. So in the picture you can see warm air that is coming from ocean and cool air it is from the land it is going. Okay, so this is the land breeze. Coming to sea breeze, so during night what happens is water that loses heat much faster than the land. Okay, so water is going to lose more heat compared to land, it is ulta now. Okay, so therefore the air above the sea, the air which is present above the sea will get heated and it will rise up, creating a very low pressure. So to fill that space, the air from the land move towards the sea due to the increased pressure. So there will be space. Okay, so to fill that space, the air from land moves towards sea due to increased pressure. Okay, so this is about sea breeze. So coming to air pollution, the contamination of air with unwanted and undesirable substance is called air pollution. So this is the proper definition for air pollution. So the contamination of air. Okay, so contamination in the sense the air is unfit to breathe. Okay, so that is said to be contamination. It is having a air is combined with polluted substance. Okay, so it is the contamination of air with unwanted and undesirable substance, that means it is unfit to breathe, so that is said to be air pollution. Okay, so what are the causes of this air pollution? So natural causes like forest fires, so it may leads to forest fires and dust storms, and also man-made causes like burning of fossil fuels. So these are all the pollution that is created by man. So burning of fossil fuels also creates air pollution, because the gases which is coming out of burning fuel, because it is half combusted, okay, half combusted fuel, and the soot which is coming out of the burning fuel, that leads to air pollution. Okay, and gaseous emission from industries as well as vehicles, just now you saw in picture, right? So the emission, the harmful gases coming out from the industries and also from vehicles, that is carbon monoxide and many such oxides, sulfur dioxide or nitrogen oxide, all these are said to be polluted gas, that is coming from industries. And particulate pollutants like spm is nothing but smoke, soot, etc. All these are said to be particulate pollutions. Okay, and fly ash and dust, so because of that also the air get polluted, and gases like sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, carbon monoxide, all these are harmful gases that is emitted from such like industries or vehicles or burning fuel, that is fossil fuel, etc. So these are all the causes. And how it affects on us, effects of air pollution, how it is going to affect. So this air pollution causes asthma and bronchitis and allergic cold, so all related to respiratory organs, and pollutant gases causes irritation in eyes, throat and lungs also. Sometimes we get irritated in throat and lungs, so irritations, right? So allergy as well as irritations, and they injure lungs also. Mainly it affects the respiratory organs, and kidneys, and also spleen and heart related diseases, etc. And hydrocarbon vapors causes cancer. Okay, so when hydrocarbons mixes with the air, okay, or the vapors out of industries which carry hydrocarbons, that causes cancer. And it affects plants also, like falling of leaves and reduced growth, okay, and degeneration of chlorophyll, all these defects seen in plants also. And it leads to acid rain. Okay, so we have seen many monuments, it getting affected due to acid rain. Best example is Taj Mahal. And it causes global warming, it causes depletion of ozone layer. All these are said to be the effects of air pollution. So in the picture you can see short term effects and long term effects. Okay, so we shall discuss this in the live session. Okay, so short term effects like headache and throat and highs in infections or inflammations, and also cough. Okay, so bronchitis, all these are said to be short term. So long term is like it affects nervous system and central nervous system also. And sometimes it creates headache and anxiety. Okay, and it heart related diseases, cardiovascular diseases, and respiratory diseases like asthma and cancer, all these are said to be long term effects. Okay, so you have learnt in the chapter why do we fall ill, that is acute and chronic diseases. Acute in the sense short term effects, and what you say chronic effects is long term effects. So you can relate that thing here. Okay, next coming to ozone. So ozone, you have learnt about this. So it is a molecule that comprising of 3 oxygen atoms, that is O3, we call it as ozone. So this is present in the stratosphere, okay, that is a layer of atmosphere. So you can see where exactly the ozone layer is present, okay. So how this ozone forms? So formation of ozone. So ozone is formed when UV rays in upper atmosphere split oxygen atoms, that is. So UV radiations is emitted by sun, right? So this UV rays is present in the upper atmosphere. It is going to split oxygen atoms. So it's going to split 2 oxygen atoms. Okay, when oxygen molecule splits into atoms, then each atom combine with undissociated molecule. So ಇವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಇಂಟು UV rays in the atmosphere, it is going to split 2 oxygen. So ಈ 2 oxygen ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, it is going and combining with undissociated molecule. Okay, so to form ozone, that is O3, you can see in the picture. This function of this ozone is to protect us from UV radiations. Okay, and it doesn't allow these rays to enter the earth. It is just like a blanket. Okay, so when you cover a blanket, you're protecting yourself from mosquitoes and from light. Okay, so some they don't get sleep if the light is on, right? So what we do, we cover the blanket. So same like a natural blanket, what we the blanket why we cover. Okay, same like that, even earth has a blanket that is said to be ozone. So this is going to cover us from UV radiation. Okay, so you imagine if there is a holes in this blanket, what happens, easily the rays can fall on us, right? That is said to be ozone depletion. I'll explain in the next slide. Okay, so the function of ozone is to protect us from UV radiation, as it doesn't allow these rays to enter the earth's atmosphere. That is, if they enter the earth, what happens, they may harm us in many ways, such as ozone depletion. So ozone depletion, that is the thinning of ozone layer by air pollutants, is called ozone depletion. If there is a air pollutants which is going to enter and makes a hole on the ozone layer, that is said to be ozone depletion. Okay, so some synthetic chemicals are responsible for this, that is chlorofluorocarbons, so that are used in refrigerator, air conditioners. This gases affects more on the ozone depletion. You can see there is a green layer, that is a blanket like ozone layer. If the UV radiation is coming from sun, you can see the middle yellow color arrow mark. So and red spot is said to be thinning of ozone layer. It is allowing to enter the UV radiation which is affecting the earth, right? So this ozone depletion is mainly caused due to the gases that is coming out from refrigerators. Okay, that is chlorofluorocarbons, and also these coming out from air conditioners. Okay, this is going to affect the ozone depletion. So children, this was the overall concept that I covered in both the videos, that is about hair. Okay, so this is one of the major topic in natural resources. No topic has been deleted in this chapter. Every concepts I'm going to cover, and I have forwarded the notes yesterday. Do complete it. Okay, all together I give one worksheet. Okay, first you complete the classwork. Okay children, see you all. Have a good day.